Hello.
Hello.
You're not on stream yet, by the way, just heads up.
Oh, okay. Um, okay, I think I've started up my stream.
Okay.
Okay, I think says yes, there's something going on. Let me just
How's Sensei started their stream? Please go see. Thank you.
I can always check on my phone as well. 1 second.
It's in the description. Thank you. She starts just started streaming one sec. Legends. Do you have notifications on? That's pretty clever if you have. Hold on. Big brain.
Who? Me?
Audio fine.
Oh,
No.
sorry. I was like,
Okay.
no, I'm not.
He
Not
says
that smart.
audio's fine.
Amazing.
She has
And
you on stream
we can hear
already.
both
Right.
people, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just let me.
Oh, there you go. They should be able to hear you now. So
Okay. Let me put on my own stream so that
I was just
everyone
doing
can.
a background chat. I met my friend's baby.
Oh,
I
cool.
know.
Was it
Crazy.
was it nice?
It was small,
Small, yeah.
small and quiet.
Oh,
That
that's
wasn't a fart,
nice.
by the way. I just moved a poof. I didn't fart. Or did I?
Yeah, maybe you're hiding this too much. It's too much
Yeah.
like, oh.
Yeah, I'm trying too hard.
Okay.
Yeah, they were small. They were small and quiet. So
Okay. Okay. Not a big baby person, I'm not gonna lie.
no, not many people are.
Yeah. We were
I'm a
having a
big
convers
baby.
yeah. Yeah.
You were having a conversation?
Yeah, just with my friends and we were talking about like I've never held a baby and I don't feel like
What?
I'm missing anything.
You've never held a baby?
I've never held one, no.
Wow.
I mean, I've
That's
held a puppy.
crazy. Puppies are crazy. Puppy babies are way like they don't move as much.
I just feel like I don't know. I like whenever I think of holding a baby, I think it's gonna throw up on me or something like randomly because
Yeah, literally held my friend's baby and it did the massivest fart. Like it literally was like I was like, nice. Love that.
yeah. That's why I'm like I don't feel like I'm missing out.
Ah, they're cool.
Okay,
I'm also just want to check in with my friend and see how her birth was because I'm like inherently interested in how births
yeah.
happen.
How see yeah, I'm not.
Pretty graphic.
Yeah. I like puppies.
Yeah, whereas me, I'm like, give me all the gory details.
Okay, let me share a screen. Let's go. Because I
Yay!
don't think everyone came to to be like, how did this baby?
Get birthed into the universe. Very important. We all got here somehow.
So I'm gonna try this a bit differently. We're actually on my website builder to do this. So if there's ever any notes that I have never done this before like this.
Okay.
So it could go really badly and I might not do it like this ever again. Um,
Okay.
or it could not, it could go really well.
It could go. It most likely will go really well.
Yeah, I think like the hardest thing will be if it gets like really fiddly, like, or if I try and click something and it goes into build mode or something. But in theory,
Right.
unless I click edit, which we can't even see at the moment, I don't think it
Mm.
should go into building mode. So
Mhm.
we'll try it like this. And then I think if
Okay.
I click on something twice, it might let me build things. I don't know. I need to get
Meh.
rid of that sign because I've swapped them for better symbols. Okay, hiragana, this is just basically rows like ga, sa, da. We do like all of them super fast because you already know these characters in theory.
Mhm.
So you just need to learn to put two little lines next to them and that changes their
What's the
pronunciation.
thing called? The little like
The thing,
the little
the two little lines.
the little accent, yeah. Do you know? Da something? Is it called da something?
Take a guess. Da.
Da kitten?
The kitten?
Da kuten?
Dakuten. Yeah.
Oh, was I right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah!
So,
Da kuten.
The two little
Oh.
lines are Dakuten, and then the little circle, which is only on H. So it can turn the two little lines can turn H into B, and then there's a little circle. Do you know what that's called?
I think Volpe might have spoiled it. Spoiled it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You can
Gyakudon.
pretend it's you. Han
Gyakudon.
Han Dakuten.
Ah, so you were wrong, Volpe. Sorry.
I mean, there could be another word for it.
You
What
failure.
did they call it?
Gya
Yeah,
Kudon.
Kudon. Um,
Gyakudon.
Gyakudon. Gyakudon. All I can think of is like rice bowl.
Yeah. Just think of rice balls. Fair.
I mean, maybe.
Volpe's just really hungry. He just came into the chat really hungry.
Okay. But like the Han part, mm, could it- half. I don't know. Like circle. Yeah, I don't know.
Mm,
Anyway, so we're gonna kind of skip over these. If anyone wants to self-study in them, they're welcome to. Anyone I can think of that's important is Z is not a thing. It is
mm.
G.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, it's more like Z. Anyway, we pretend. There is a little game down here. I need to say it so that the timers don't do it on their own. But yeah, a little game.
You like get down, there's like time's already ran out, babe.
You can restart the game, luckily. But one of the things, this is basically just you've got to try and type it. Like you got to, it's to practice typing in that you copy the word, um,
Mm.
because you got to know the characters to be able to type it, which is an interesting concept.
Mm.
Okay, what have we got next? I believe it's going to be kanji. These are the new ones. Look how much nicer they look.
That does look really nice.
Yes. Word list 6. So, oh, I've got a new word list style as well, which will
Oh.
appear at some point. It just looks a bit easier than this or a bit neater. You might hate it. You might be like, what are you doing? Go back to the old one.
Nah, I'll be right.
Okay. This month we are doing
This
months.
month.
This week we are doing months. I'm gonna get you to go through them. I'm gonna click on them so you can hear it pronounced properly, and then you get to copy it.
1月、
Ichigatsu.
Like how you go and copy it, like the
Verbatim. Yeah.
2月、
Nigatsu. There you go. I'll
perfect.
try not to do that this
3月、
time. Sangatsu.
Cool. Fourth is surprisingly Shigatsu. I expect it to be Yo or Yon because I don't
Yeah.
really want a month of death, but you know,
4
Yeah,
月、
that's sad.
yeah.
Shigatsu. All I'm thinking is like, nah, yeah, no. I was
What?
just thinking of farming stuff.
I was expecting like you to say something. I've not even watched the show, but I was expecting like you'll lie in April or something.
No, I
Like
haven't
something
seen
from
that, funnily enough.
I
No.
haven't either. But I know
But
it's
it's
about
like
death.
farming is like big, like around that time.
Yeah.
So I guess it makes sense. Like with the I just
Yes.
don't want to be too graphic with it, but it makes sense.
5月、
Yeah.
Go Getsu.
Cool.
6月、
Rokugatsu.
7月、
Shichigatsu.
Yeah, we got Shichi.
8
Hachigatsu.
月、
Hachigatsu.
9月、
Kugatsu.
Yeah, Ku, not Q.
Yeah,
You didn't say Q, but just so you know.
just in case.
10月、
Jugatsu.
Got
11月、
Juichigatsu.
cool.
12月、
Junigatsu.
Okay, months are really easy to be honest.
They are
It's
really
whatever it
easy.
is with Gatsu. The hardest part is being like, what month is August? Is it the 7th?
Mm.
Is it the 8th or something? And then you have to sit there and count them through.
Mm. Ah,
Tanjoubi.
Tanjoubi.
What? Wait, was that?
誕生日、
Tanjoubi.
Did you say like a really long?
No, I went, ah.
Yeah, that. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I went, ah, Tanjoubi.
I thought the voice when I clicked it went wrong.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, you're very excited.
1000、
And
Sen.
1000. Cool. I actually want to double check that I've not changed. It's too late anyway, but I sometimes change these a bit. Is this actually the new updated version? Is basically what I'm thinking. Oh, yes, it is. we're on
Or
track.
do you get all like the updates in the corner as well?
Hmm?
Do you get like the most, because you're in like developer mode, do you get to see when it's the most recently updated version?
So it automatically updates everything on here is the most recent version. It's like straight away the second I change it. It was more because I've been changing some of these earlier ones that I was like,
Mm,
have I done this lesson recently?
mm.
And is it up to date? Anyway, not all months are just number plus month. Oh no, not all. Note, all months are just the number plus month. Therefore, we just use April, July, October in the example. What am I doing? Oh, okay. I've got some example sentences down here, and I only use like 3 of them. I'm not going to give an example sentence for every single month.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the older words, so that'll be in next lesson now. Um, but let's go. Please read this.
No. 彼の誕生日は、4月です。
Cool. Amazing. Amazing. That's all we need.
Amazing.
And then there's a little game, but we are not gonna do it. That would be one where you type, and you have to type the right word.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, that's a good way to do it, to practice.
I like to do lots of different ones in case people get bored of the same one. Although I know like
Yeah.
some people really like having the same thing. So
Yeah, it's good to like broaden your mind though to be able to do different ones, isn't it?
hmm
Which
kanji.
one means, oh God.
Which one is Thursday?
I think it's the middle one.
Really?
I don't know. Shit. Is it the right one?
Ta-da!
Okay.
Tree day. October.
Right.
And we'll do one more.
Uh,
Oh,
what?
that is October. This has got some code in there. No, it's not. It is not. Try
Oh no,
again.
I'm thinking August. Sorry,
You
I read
are. I was
August in my
thinking
brain.
August as well.
What? How are we connected then? Okay, sorry. It's the left one. It's so
This-
funny that we both thought, oh, yeah, it's August.
It's exactly as I said though, the hardest thing is like getting the right number to match it.
I need to read the right bloody word. I can't make up words in my head. I think it's the left one. 80. Hang on, no, 84. Is it the leftist one?
The leftist one.
The one on the left? Yeah.
Yes, it is. Okay, we're not going to do any more of these.
Okay, don't embarrass me because I can't read.
Okay, we have weekday. This is actually one of my favorites. I remember writing it down a million times. It's not actually a favorite of mine. It's a really long,
Okay.
complicated one. But yeah,
Yeah.
enjoy.
Yeah.
When we are going to wait for a second. It's generally said your nice and easy. Monday would be get to your be. It's in all of the days of the week, so it is quite an important one to learn.
Mm.
We then have age, years old, genius. I want to double check whether I want this one on here. Yes, I do. Okay. So there are actually 2 characters for this, and I think I have an explanation of this below, so I'm not going to go into it right now.
Mhm.
Setsai, Nansai, Nani plus Sai, Nansai.
Mhm.
And then we have 2000. So 1000 is quite a nice easy one. It's kind of like 10 with a little hat on.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Although it's not that, that's a slightly different build, but you
Yeah,
know.
it's kind of like, yeah.
And then we have Sen. It can also be Chi. I actually think I have an explanation for that below as well, but 2000 would be like Ni, Tu, Sen, Ni Sen.
Mhm.
Okay, here we go. So there are 2 ways of writing the kanji sai. We have sai, the easy way, and then we have sai, the
Mm.
real way. Sorry. You might have seen or may see sai, so this more complicated way, being used for age. Sai and sai both mean years old and are pronounced the same. They're both basically doing the same thing here. However, this character here is the formal version you see in writing. If you're filling out forms, you're probably gonna see this one. I
Mhm.
can't guarantee. While this is the simpler way to write it, it's often used by children as it's easier to write, and that's why we actually learn this one first. Like even if you're doing a GCSE or something like that, that's the one they want you to learn. They want you to learn the kids one.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's a complex kanji for like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's wild.
Yeah. So they want you to just go with the easy kanji.
Makes sense.
Fun fact. If You're like, yes, done.
I like anime. Yay.
If you ever watched Spirited Away, you might remember that Chihiro's name
Mhm.
becomes Sen when Yubaba takes her in. This is because
Mhm.
Yubaba takes the second kanji from Chihiro's name, leaving her with just Sen, so just 1,000. In the case of Spirited Away, when the second kanji is included, this character here
Mhm.
uses its kunyomi reading and becomes Chihiro, but when standing alone, it uses its onyomi reading and is just Sen.
Which one's which? Which one's Kunyomi and which one's Onyomi reading? Which one's
So we can see
Japanese?
it up
Which
here.
one's
In my
Chinese?
ones, I'm kind of mean and I don't put them up here, but when we get to learning katakana, I put this in katakana so you know it's the foreign. Oh, what have
So with
I
that
done something wrong?
that would be the Chinese reading.
Have I done something wrong? I'm pretty sure I haven't. I'm like, whenever I sit here and I'm like, have I done this wrong? I usually haven't done it wrong. I'm just like worrying that I've done something wrong.
You just don't manifest it. Don't
It,
manifest it being wrong.
genuinely, the amount of times like in my classes where I'm like, oh my gosh, I've done this wrong, and then I haven't done it
You
wrong.
check and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
lol.
So onyomi should be just double checking. Yeah, I have done this right. So onyomi is this top one, sen, and kunyomi is the bottom one. And
Yeah.
onyomi is the one that comes from Chinese. So
Okay.
yeah, and kunyomi is like the Japanese version.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, when they're both together, it uses the kunyomi down here, Chihiro. But when she takes the second character away, the second kanji character, it just leaves us with sen, which is how you read 1,000.
Okay.
Yeah, so fun little fact. Let's
It's
start.
very confusing.
It
But
is,
yes.
but I always think of it as actually a lot of the rules just don't work, so have fun.
Just remember stuff.
just go
Oh
along
god,
with
that
it.
vision.
Counting to 1,000. I wonder how well this lesson is actually made as well, because I also hate counting to 1,000. We'll see.
Yeah, I hate counting.
Yeah. I'm gonna make you do this revision because it will prove to me that you can count to some amount.
Hyaku?
Okay. So
Uh,
yep,
did I say that? And
yep.
then Kyuju? Kuju?
Why is this not changing? Yep. Hyaku, ku, oh, Q,
Kyu?
Ju.
Jiu.
There we go. 289.
So that'd be ni hyaku. Uh
Oh,
Hachi Hachi Aju Q.
cool. And 780.
Nana hyaku?
Mm-hmm.
Hachi Ju.
Cool.
I was
Nice.
gonna say zero. I was like, don't say zero.
Omedetou.
Omedetou.
Counting to 1,000 is similar to English, so that is the plus of this. You can
Mm.
use the chart below if you are struggling with order. Simply go from left to right. You can't actually see the chart below, but let's see what's happening here. For example, 200 is 2 and 100. Ni hyaku.
Mhm.
You know, I shouldn't have put like 700 and things like that in here, so you've already done well. However, there is a few rules to learn. Firstly, 100 is hyaku, not ichi hyaku, so you don't
That's
say
it.
1 and 100.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, I know, 800 is a pain, and I actually put a lot of 800 and 600, and also some 300 in, just reading my chat, sorry, in the future ones because a lot of people get them wrong. So if you ever do any of these on your own in the future, you will find a lot of those ones. All the rest kind of follow like a rule. What was actually, and I haven't realized I did this, these shouldn't have been so high because they should be testing up to 100. But you know, you passed.
Live, laugh, love.
However, there's a few rules to learn. Firstly, 100 is shaku, not ichihaku. We just went over that. 300 is san byaku, so just as we mentioned,
Mm.
not san hyaku. 600 is ropyaku, not roku hyaku. Honestly, the easiest way to remember some of these rules is the fact that roku hyaku is a bit of a pain to say.
Yeah, yeah.
And same with this one. 800, not hachi
Yeah, I said
hyaku.
hachi. Yeah, I know. I said hachi. No,
Oh, did
ignore me. I
you?
said hachi. Ju. No. I was right. I was
Oh,
okay.
hachiju. Yeah, that's right. I
Yeah.
was like, did you? I didn't notice.
No.
Cool. Sen, not ichisen.
Mm-hmm.
Isen. And tip, particularly 6 and 8, you can remember that these ones are exceptional because, yeah, they just don't flow well. Hachi
You
haku.
just turn them both into like PP sounds. Oh, not PP sounds, but like, you know what I mean?
Okay, so for 400 and 700, yon and nana, as always, use yon and nana when counting. Like in English, you work your way from the biggest to the smallest number. For example, 794 would be 794 794.
Mm-hmm. You work within like the blocks of units, right?
Yes. Yes, it is also different with the thousands, you're right.
Yeah,
In the
see
chat.
from
The word order is the same as English, however, they don't use and in between 100 and 10. So it's kind of the same, just don't put in like free, don't say like samyaku to ju. It's just samyaku ju. 310.
Yeah, it's weird that we do that.
Yeah, we got 310.
And we're not done yet.
Kind of like it though.
Yeah.
And we have this little chart here. So if you ever find it hard, you can use this little chart to go along. You got the hundreds. So say you wanted to say 385, you would go and find 3, 300, 80, 80, 5, 5, just in whatever column you need it in. And if you don't want like the tens in there, you just ignore that whole column. If you wanted to say 303, you would just say 303.
Mm-hmm.
Click to listen. This is an audio one. We're actually not going to do it because wait, let me see. Oh, it's not playing. I will check on this after. I feel like it does play on my iPad, but that is life.
That is life.
That is life. That is
C'est la
why
vie.
I do this sometimes. Let me see. Okay, Janaidas. This is a new one. It didn't used to be on this lesson, and I was like, why not? Let's make this.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Perfect segue.
Half of me is like, I might actually just test you on some random numbers, and I'm just gonna say 3 numbers,
Ew.
and I'm pretty sure you can do them because you did them fine here. But so let's do 468.
Is that Yom Hyaku? What was the next one? Sorry, 58.
68, but yep.
Oh, sorry. Rokuju Hachi.
Cool. 783.
Nana Hyaku Hachi Ju San.
And 803.
Happyaku. What was it?
803.
San.
Cool. Nice, easy. You got it. Don't need to spend more time
Takes
on
me
that.
longer to process what you said versus saying the thing.
What is the English that is happening?
Yeah. Hearing numbers said out loud like really froze my brain.
We've already learned basic sentences such as I am a student. But how would you say, or how would we say, I am not a student? Have you introduced yourself to Shanaidas?
Mm-hmm.
I knew you would have. We'll get to
Yeah.
something that you find hard someday. To make a sentence negative, we attach Shanaidas to the noun. 私は学生です. I'm gonna get you to read these sentences because
私は学生です。私は学生じゃないです。
wow, amazing.
The kanji I find very hard, so you have got some stuff that I find hard.
Good. I want there to be stuff in here that you find.
Yeah, the kanji I really struggle with.
I genuinely think more like classes need to throw them in the deep end.
Yeah, it's really like because it is when you see them really next to each other and they're very similar, you're like you
Mhm.
almost like trip yourself because you're like, oh, it could be that, it could be that.
Good.
Or if you tested me on like the Chinese versus Japanese reading, I would be diabolical.
Oh, that in my opinion, it doesn't even matter.
Okay, cool.
I like.
Yay.
I don't care about them. Like, I genuinely think that if there are people out there, you know what? For some people, they need to know, and I think for some people, they need to know because they like to do everything super thoroughly.
Or
But
they get everything by that rule-based system that they can.
yeah, the
um,
thing is, the
mm,
rule-based system doesn't follow the rules very well.
mm,
And I think it is an absolute waste of time. I think it's good to have a good, like, a general idea that these two things exist and that, you know, if you can know it, fine. Most of the characters I do not know what one they are. Like, I
mm.
couldn't sit there and say Gaku is Onyomi or Kunyomi. I couldn't do that with say either. I couldn't do that with Watashi. It does not matter as long as you can read the character. I know there's this whole if it's two characters together, it's more likely to be Onyomi. If it's one character, it's more likely to be Kunyomi. I think that's the rule.
Yeah,
This does
that's
not
a big
follow the rule
rule.
most of the times.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely doesn't follow it most of the time.
Same with English, really, isn't it? Like that, it doesn't always follow as you expect it to.
Yeah, the thing is, like, maybe it follows it about 50% of the time or something. I don't
Mm.
even know. But the other problem is there's usually more than one on your meal. There's usually more than one reading. There's not just two
Mm.
readings. If there was like one Chinese reading, one Japanese reading, it would make sense. Like, yeah, of course, learn the one Japanese and the one Chinese. What if you've got three or four kunyomi
Mm.
readings? How do you know which one to put with this and that? It doesn't
That's what I
work.
kind of saw when I was looking at like learning just like basic kanji. Is I almost got so frustrated because I didn't know which one went where.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
there was so many different variants of both, and I was like, I can't get my head around this. Like,
yeah.
and you
All
just
it
feel a bit stupid.
Yeah, all it takes is, like, you've got a rule that maybe works like 60% of the time anyway. So let's say that
Mm.
works on this one and you use the reading that only requires one character. What if this one has two readings for the rule that requires one character?
Mm.
You don't know which one it's going to be, and you don't know until you come across like, that is the known fact, is that you don't know which reading to use until you have come across that word before,
Mm.
unless it's like very particular case or like just a few kanji. I genuinely think there is so little point in sitting there and trying to learn, like, whether it's a Chinese or a Japanese reading, thinking
Mm.
you're making your life easier. You're not. You're
You know,
making more work for you. Anyway,
thank you.
I feel
That
so
that
strongly about that.
it does no, it does feel me like make me feel a bit better because I got a whole book on like how to learn kanji and it just was like horrific.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it does make me feel better.
Yeah. The grammar for this isn't too complicated. Sentence shanai des.
And I
Hey, please read these lovely little things.
hon des honjanai des.
Hmm.
Empetsu des empetsu janai des.
Cool, nice and easy. So it is a book on this. It is not a book on shanai desu.
Mm-hmm.
And pitsu desu and pitsu janai desu. Nice and easy. You've got the positive, you've got the negative. Quite a few ways to convey it is not in Nihongo. Most have a ja. Okay, this is actually important. There's multiple ways to do this. Most will have some kind of ja, dewa, arimasen, something like that in them. Just something like that.
Mm.
We'll be introducing more in the future. This is not the only way to do it. I think another common one that people introduce to begin with is dewa arimasen. We're not doing that one. We're doing this one.
That's
um,
fine.
we will sometimes do the other one. The reason I don't like the other one is because we're going to do another verb very soon, arimasen, and or arimas, and then its negative is arimasen, and you're going to get confused if we introduce the negative of des as being de wa arimasen.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Um, let's look at
Exactly.
some more Raven, more example sentences. Please have a go at reading these sentences
God,
and
what are you
translating.
doing? Nihon. I have no idea what that character is. Hang on, can I try and
Yes.
work it out
Yes.
through Nihon no something book?
Hmm.
So is it like language? Nihongo
Yeah.
no book? So that was hon
Hmm.
janai desu. It's not a Japanese language book.
Hmm.
Oh, thank the good Lord. Okay. Um, is that Veko?
Hmm.
Veko janai desu? Oh,
Hmm.
Neko. Neko. Sorry, Neko janai desu is a dog. Inu desu.
Yeah, so it's not a cat, it's a dog.
Exactly. God, imagine getting those confused. Watashi no namae wa ko? Is that a k? A ko sound?
No, so that is Rora.
Oh, Rora. Oh, dang it.
Hmm.
Janai desu. Rere? Lulu. Oh, dang it. I thought it was Kora. Yeah, I thought it was Kora as well. Ima wa ni gatsu janai desu. It's
Hmm.
not February
Hmm.
right now.
Yeah.
M Ka. I have no idea what that is. Ka. Ah, Mika-chan. Ah, dang it. Mika-chan wa Nihongo no gakusei janai desu?
Hmm.
Ima A says Ima wa. Oh God. I don't know what that is. Q G. Oh, it's not 9 o'clock. Is it
Hmm.
9 o'clock right now?
Hmm.
No, yeah. Kuji janai desu. Ima wa hachiji desu.
What does it
Okay.
mean?
Oh, sorry. No, it's not 9 o'clock. It's right now. It's 8 o'clock.
Cool. Find this difficult, start with simple sentences and work your way up, as with anything. Okay, what's the
That was
time?
tough.
Let's do 2 lessons then.
That was actually pretty good, but yeah, that was tough. Sorry, people in the like Volpo's in the chat just writing random things down. I was getting confused.
Yeah, let's do another lesson because one day we'll get onto some harder ones.
We will. That was hard. You saw me struggling.
Yeah, but wasn't struggling enough.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize how to say this.
I mean, like, you've studied up to this point already. It's not fair. Come on. Okay, yeah, you know the drill. You already know most of these ones. You just need to learn what are they called?
Dakuten?
Yep. Sure.
Yeah, I can't remember what the other circular one was called.
Forget Handakuten.
Handakuten, like a
Mhm.
HAN sound,
Huh? H.
like
Han.
a HAN, like a
Yeah,
han.
Han. Yeah. These are the special ones in that H becomes ba and pa. The only one you can put this little Han Dakuten on is pa or H.
H, yeah.
H. Okay, we're not gonna do this, but to type the hiragana one just so that you know the
Yeah,
hiragana.
I've got to go back and do them all because I like to get all my little ticky boxes.
It might actually be a typed English. Anyway, I will go back through that at some point and make you see how it works. Okay, word list. Da-da-da. Do you know the days of the week?
Ooh, kind of, but not very well.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
月曜日、
Getsuyobi,
火曜日、
Kayobi,
水曜日、
Suyobi,
木曜日、
Mokuyobi,
金曜日、
Kinyobi,
土曜日、
Doyobi,
日曜日、
Nichiyobi.
And then we have some misc words because why not?
今日、
Kyo.
Going back to like my rant about kanji, you also get quite a few that are just breaking all rules. So this cannot be pronounced your, but in Kyo it can be. Like it's not one of its readings.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, these two
It's
together,
like
they don't
nowadays.
have a reading that makes, neither of them have a reading that makes Kyo separately. Like, but together they just do.
Ugh.
Another
that.
reason I hate like any kind of rules that come to this, just pretend they don't exist.
Yeah,
明
fair.
日、
Ashta,
曜日、
Yobi,
いつ、
Itsu.
We actually learned the kanji for that as well, the lesson
did,
before,
yeah.
because it's just how it works out.
クラス、
Kurasu.
Oh, that
Yes.
is definitely not kurasu. That is kongetsu.
Kongetsu. Yeah, I was like, what?
クラス、
These are all
Oh, yeah.
kurasu. Okay, well, it's nice to know there's a mistake here.
Raigetsu and Kurasu.
クラス、
I wish that one said something else.
Yeah, said another rogue word.
So, as a note, in the last lesson we did what is it called? We did the days of the the months of the year, and they all
Mhm.
end in gatsu. The ones that are like this month, next month, etc., end in getsu. So the actual months of the year, gatsu. Pretty much everything else is getsu.
Right.
Okay, have a go at reading the example sentences.
Kurasu wa itsu desu ka?
Cool. When is class?
Oh god. Getsuyobi wa nihongo kurasu desu.
Cool. Monday is Japanese class.
Ashita wa nanyobi desu ka?
So what day is it tomorrow?
I was gonna go ima wa kyo wa doyobi desu.
Cool, perfect. And today is Saturday. Days of the week, you'll be in Nihongo, in Japanese. The days of the week are named after the ancient Chinese concept of the 5 elements, plus the sun and the moon. Here is what each day means. So we have first Getsu Yobi, the character, this one here, Getsu, means moon. So Monday is considered the day of the moon. Nice and easy, kind of matches English.
Mm.
Tuesday, so cute. This character here, Ka, means fire, making Tuesday the day of fire.
I wonder why.
Why not?
Tuesday
Did I
has
not
no
just
vibes,
explain?
but-
Named after.
The Tuesday has no fire vibes at all.
I do agree. It kind of gives more like maybe wood or like
Wet.
water.
Or what? Yeah, wood or wet. Yeah, yeah,
It's wet. It's a wet day.
yeah.
Okay, so you'll be sui here means water, so Wednesday is the day of water.
hmm
That one I can tell you is definitely from its Chinese reading because it sounds
Mm.
very Chinese. Sui, shui,
Mm.
shui, shui. I don't know,
Sweet.
something like that. We then have Mokuyobi, the character Ki. I like to think of this one as Ki when it's on its own, but whatever. Moku means wood. Thus, Thursday is the day of wood.
Interesting.
Kinyobi, the character Kin means metal or gold, making Friday the day of. I like to think of it as the day of gold because
Yeah, that makes sense. It's usually when people get paid.
yeah,
Yeah.
I just thought it was pretty, but yeah, that makes sense
Yeah.
too. Doyobi is the character Do means earth, so Saturday is the day of earth.
hmm
And then Nichiobi, the character Nichi means sun, making Sunday the day of the sun.
That
Or the-
sounds perfect.
This
Perfectly
is
made. That was a perfectly made rendition. The fact that it was the character means sun and it's Sunday.
one of my favorite. This is like genuinely one of my favorite words. Not in the sense of like it's literally a favorite word, but like it's a perfect example of how two characters can have different readings. And also like how when the characters are together, it doesn't mean that it's going to have a certain reading because this one here is Nichi and this one is B.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And it almost looks like one of those palindromes that read the same forwards and backwards.
it does almost.
Yeah. Even though it literally doesn't, but visually it looks like it.
Cool new buttons. Woo! Maybe I'll make them a bit smaller.
Buttons.
Someone invited
Press the button.
Okay, type the missing kanji to complete the word. We're not going to play this. Oh, that's quite a nice one. Look at me.
Mm.
Um, having said that, oh yeah, okay, so you got the word up here, and then you just type the other two missing ones. Ah, so smart. Whoever made
Mm.
that is just
Yeah, very intelligent. Big brain.
okay. This is a lesson where you have a ton of kanji, so enjoy your homework. As you can see, we've got the hiragana up here down here. We don't have the katakana because technically we haven't done katakana yet. But yeah, you have, I believe, 5 or 6 kanji this lesson just because it made sense. So have
Mhm.
fun. We got Ka, Tuesday. I'm not going to go over these in too much detail because you can do that on your own.
Mhm.
We got Sweet, again, Sweet, Mizu, very commonly as Mizu. If you want some water, you say Mizu
Mhm.
or kudasai. Moku can be Moku or Boku. And we got Ki or Ko. Friday, Kin, to be honest, all of these reading, not all of I would say Kin and Kane are quite common, so enjoy them.
Great.
We have Do, To, Uchi, again, enjoy. And yeah, those ones.
That's a lot of kanji.
Yeah, have fun.
Love that.
To be honest, they're all quite basic. Like a lot of them are like 3 or 4 strokes. So me trying to make it sound better.
Bad at remembering. I can't. Yeah, but I will. I will.
You
That's my
kind of
Achilles
have
heel.
to with me. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm. When?
I'm not going to make you do those numbers because I know you can do them. So when we looked at nani, I mentioned a good way to remember how to phrase a what is X sentence is X wa nan desu ka? So just X
None.
subject. As for the subject, nan desu ka? What is it?
Mhm.
The same goes for when is X. So X wa itsu desu ka? Itsu is when. As for whatever it is, so maybe like your event, tanjobi, your birthday, kurasu, class, whatever it is, kurasu wa itsu desu ka? When is class? Oh, look at that.
Oh, there you go.
Kurasu wa itsu desu ka? When is class? You cannot use itsu to say when I do this or something like that. For example, when I am tired, I sleep. This uses a different grammar point in Japanese, and we'll explore that later. You also can't. Nah, it doesn't matter because that's verbs. Anyway, have a go at reading this. That says Layla.
I knew Layla was going to come back. uh, Nihongo. I'm no karasu.
Mhm.
I'm assuming we're going by class. Wa itsu desu ka?
Cool. Yep. So, Taya, when is Nihongo
Oh yeah, I
class? So
forgot
when
the
is
person's
Japanese
name. I'm
class?
sorry.
It's
Just
cool.
ignored their name because it was in English. I was like, I'm not reading that.
And then response, I have no clue.
Later.
At some point.
Wakarimasen. No bloody clue, babe.
What makes you think I know?
Yeah. I don't go to school.
I don't Okay. We can ask somebody's birthday using the same sentence structure. So, anata no tan. You can read this. You're the student.
あなたの誕生日はいつですか?
You sound like you're trying to be the robot that I program into this.
Yeah, I can't help it. I tend to assimilate to the voices I hear the most.
Because I've been using a robot.
Yeah, I'll be a robot.
People go to talk to you like, what is this girl on?
I'm just the Japanese Siri, you know?
When is your birthday? So just to break it down, anata no tanjoubi, your birthday, wa, as for your birthday. As for your birthday,
When is it?
yeah, perfect. Itsu desu ka? When is it? As
Mm.
for your birthday, when is it? Event wa itsu desu ka? This is the grammar point that we are looking at here. In English, we put the question word first. As Nihongo and Eigo both typically start with the subject, it's very tempting to assume the sentence should start with the question word. However, it is us. We are the culprits here. English is the culprit in the situation and does not start its question sentences with the subject.
Mhm.
So, yeah, it's us being wrong.
Yeah.
Let's look at an example dialogue. Please read.
Mika-chan, Nihongo no karasu wa itsu desu ka?
Cool.
I don't know what that. I don't know the person who's asking Mika, but
You
whatever.
don't know what he's asking? What they're asking?
What's the person's name?
Oh, Taya.
Taya. Okay. Mika, Nihon no karasu wa niji desu. What time is it? And I'm guessing it's 2:00.
It is. No, it's 10. Wrong.
Ugh.
Okay, choose the most appropriate. Keep in mind, there are some where if you want to be really annoying, you could say either. No, there's a most appropriate for all of them.
So the right one.
Yes. So read the sentence and
Oh, sorry.
yes, sorry.
Kari wa nan sai desu ka? It would
Cool.
be.
Work. Oh my god.
Nothing for you.
It works on my iPad. This is why we do this.
Yeah.
Because some things do not work often. Oh, you know what it could be? Because I've combined 2 lessons and there could be some code on this page that do not want to work with each other.
But I got it right. So
You did, but we can't check the rest. Oh well. More work for me tonight. Look at that.
Yeah, the headphones like, hi, play me.
It doesn't matter because I'm moving most of these onto their own page anyway at some point. So it just like takes ages.
Yeah.
Takes ages.
I bet.
I do like a day of it and then I want to cry.
Yeah, fair. It's not kind of what you want to do.
Do you want to do one more today? Have you done Itsu before?
No, maybe. Itsu?
Okay, I'll ask you some questions because I want you to translate when is his birthday.
Kana no tanjoubi wa itsu desu ka?
Cool. When is English class?
Eigo wa itsu desu ka?
When is English?
Eigo no karasu wa itsu desu ka?
Okay. Her birthday is January.
Kanajo no tanjoubi wa ichigatsu desu?
Cool. His birthday is next month.
Kare no tanjoubi wa coin getsu?
Next month.
Oh, that's this month, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rai getsu?
Cool.
Desu.
Cool. The teacher's dog's birthday is August.
Sensei no inu tanjoubi wa hapgetsu? No, hachigetsu?
Yeah, hachigetsu. Gatsu for the months.
Gatsu, yes. Gatsu desu.
Cool. Just as a note, you might have laughed for it as well. But Sensei no inu no tanjoubi.
Yeah.
Wow, cool. Anyway, let's carry on because that was way too easy for you. We're gonna get on to harder ones soon, I swear.
I know. I'm gonna struggle. No, I will.
You will.
This is warming me up.
Okay. We're again. Just in case, I will mention these ones. So we got to the kind of point where we got like a little ya, a little you, a little your next to them can make kya, kya, sha. These two, it's not even in this one. There's another one. But I would say like the sha and cha are maybe the hardest ones. But these all come from the E column, nice and easy. You can't get these from any other. So ki, shi, etc. And there's typing practice that I will someday check if it works. I don't think I need to check if it works because I'm probably going to move it to its new page anyway. So who cares? More words. Enjoy. You're going to have so much homework.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kenkyu.
Kenkyu?
I actually think as well a lot of these words will be new words for you, which
they are
makes it
new
even
words.
harder.
Kenkyu. Sugaku.
Seiji.
Seiji?
Yep, seiji.
Rekishi.
Rekishi? Eji?
Rekishi.
Oh, it's she. I was right. Sorry, what was that one?
Bungaku.
Bun?
Yep. 文学
bungaku,
ビジネス、
businessu, businessy,
ビジネス
businessu,
double check that these I think these are all words that I want to
科学、
kagaku,
yep 科学 science
昼休み、
oh, hiriyasumi,
yeah this is kind of a fun one to know because when we learn some words later, so for example lunch is hiru gohan and yasumi is to take a break, so it literally translates to hiru lunch yasumi break.
that's nice.
Yeah
専攻、
Senko,
教室、
what thanks
What?
senmon
senmon,
so just a fun little fact with these ones, senko is major, like that's actually the word for major. Senmon is more specialty, but if you do the GCSE Japanese, they're gonna use senmon and call it major, so whatever, GCSE Japanese.
right.
年生、
Rense,
Cool, like school grade, I'm in 6th grade, I'm year 6.
yeah.
科目、
Kamoku,
Yep, kamoku.
時間割、
jikanwari,
Yep, the first part is like timetable.
jikanwari,
And the last one doesn't work, but the last one is nen,
nen,
which just means year. Fun little fact as well, we got nen, this character here, nen, year, say, student, like you can recognize that from student, year student, grade.
yeah.
You may have seen the word senmon being used for major. There's a slight difference between senko and senmon. I just described it to you. We don't need to describe it again. One is senmon is like specialty, senko is actually major, but if you do GCSE Japanese, they'll tell you
It's
they're both
mental
major.
that there's a GCSE in Japanese. I just had to do French. Like,
It's so
what?
annoying. All my local schools had Mandarin. I'm like, we had French.
Same. We had French.
Yeah, we had French
Like,
and Spanish, but you didn't get to choose which one you did.
no, we didn't get to choose. I think we had German, and I was
Ugh.
like, okay, I want to learn German even less.
I completely agree. So when it came to like options evening where we had to kind of go around all of the like
So cringe, isn't it?
we had to go around and like decide which options we wanted to do for GCSE because I was in like the smart class. I
Okay.
had to do French and history, I think it was. We
Oh,
basically had to do the English baccalaureate.
mm.
My French teacher said to me, because I didn't want to do it, I really did not want to do it. She said to me, I will go to the head teacher's office with you and beg that you're not in my class.
Oh,
And she
that's
didn't even mean it
sweet.
in a mean way. Like
She's like, I do want you
we
to
just
get
had this mutual
happy.
understanding that I didn't want to be there. She didn't want me there. She was lovely, but we
Oh,
just
so
both knew.
sweet. I took all of the science, like I was such a science buff, and that was what I focused most of my things on. And I think I took French from quite a young age. Actually, I took French from like year 5
Yeah.
until GCSE, but
I
still don't know any of it.
yeah. I loved it when I was younger. I don't know why, but it just sucked the life out of me when I got to secondary school. I just did not enjoy it. I guess
So
maybe it was the teaching or something.
yeah, the teaching is just so robotic. Like it
Mhm.
wasn't enjoyable. Like I remember when I was in year 5, I used to do lunch school where I would
Yeah.
learn French during my lunch break, but it was
Mhm.
all like interactive. Like you'd be like talking and it was very fun, and
Yeah.
then it just became horrible and I hated it.
Yeah. I think it's kind of the same idea.
Yeah.
I remember they would put on like videos from the 70s or something as a fun treat. I'm like, thank you. I want to
Yeah, we watch
even more
TV.
now.
Same with English literature. I studied English literature all the way up through to A level,
Mhm.
and it just sucked the life out of me. I was like, this is
Yeah.
horrific. And English language, funnily enough.
Yeah.
Can't really speak, so or read.
Okay. So Kurasu and Jubio, we're going to come across this word Jubio at some point. It is another word for class. Kurasu, both are used to refer to classes in Japanese. They have different uses. Kurasu means class or group of student. Usage refers to a specific class or group of students within a school, often emphasizing the group. So basically, it'd be like saying, I'm in Japanese group 1B and my friend is in Japanese group 1A or something like that. It's like the different class kind of thing. What's happening there? 例文、私のクラスは、30人です。So my class has 30 students.
Mhm.
授業, when we get onto that word, is technically not one you need to know right now. Meaning lesson or course. So it refers to the actual lesson being taught, focusing on the instructional aspect. So this is literally your lesson. 今日の授業は数学です. Today's lesson is math.
Mhm.
Kurasu, okay, cool. So yeah, Kurasu is like the group of students, like who's in your class, whereas Jugyo is the content of your class.
Okay, that makes sense.
We kind of use them interchangeably, I guess, in English. Maybe you would say class versus lesson, but I still think they're a bit interchangeable.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Time's up.
Time's up. Time is always up.
Intrusive thoughts.
I'm not gonna make you do these. Okay, you're like 500 kanji you need to learn. So this one is for England/hero.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
That should definitely not be hidden, but whatever, I'll check on it at some point. We have half/middle, useful for maybe like o'clock, sanjihan. Can also be naka. There's also another very similar character that can be naka, just to make life hard.
God, there's so many characters.
Sentence/literature. So it can be bun, mon. Honestly, Fumi isn't super uncommon, but I would say it's less common than these two.
So is that what you're seeing down the bottom? Is that almost like sentence student? Like what's because what the thing next to it's like student, isn't it?
Literature.
But like the characters is
No, so
like
it actually this character on its own means like to learn.
To learn, that was it.
Study, learn. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Interesting. I'm trying to like find the pieces in my brain.
Put them together.
Yeah.
Kurasu. I actually don't think there's tons in this.
But that's fun. I get to do them in my spare time because I like doing all the little tests. So I look like I know what I'm doing.
Oh, perfect. I'm just thinking I could actually add a new grammar point onto this lesson because this is another one that doesn't have any particular grammar point. It's just got some words and you kind of learn how to talk about school. That will be moved at some point onto its own little page. Have fun.
Thank you.
Gakko. So school. In this jugyo, even though we haven't learned that word, look at me. What am I doing?
Class.
We'll look at talking about kamoku. So I can't think of the English word subjects we study in school and introducing our school year. Firstly, let's look at these sentences. Remember, the topic of the sentence can be more than one word. So please read this sentence.
Watashi wa gakusei desu.
Yes.
Watashi no senko wa nihongo desu.
Cool. Yep. So I am a student. My major is Japanese. As we can see, talking about your major, it's easy as stating your name. It's the same kind of idea. Watashi no namae wa, my name. Watashi no senko wa, my major, etc. Let's look at another example. Actually, no, I want you to say my major is English.
Watashi no senkyo wa eigo desu.
Yeah, perfect. It's that easy. Have a go at reading this sentence.
Chichi no senko wa nihon bun?
Yeah, there should be a no in there, but fun.
Nihon no bun gaku desu. Okay. Oh, it's Japanese, the literature belonging to Japanese.
Yeah, it's Japanese literature. Actually, no, I don't think there should be a no in there. There's a few that don't have it, and I have a strange feeling that is one that doesn't because fun. I'll double
So
check
there will
that.
be like a run-on word, Nihon no bungaku
One sec.
desu.
One sec. Double check what I've got in my notes as to why I wrote that. Yeah, it's this what I wrote here was right.
Okay, good.
Yeah, because Japanese.
Well,
Let's
sounds
add
reading.
a sentence. Please read.
It's a bit of a cheat because I've got the British.
know,
The
I-
British. I've got the British on the bottom.
Got the British.
I've got the British. Watashi wa ichi nensei desu.
I am a first year student.
I am.
There we go. This lesson will have a lot of words some people might not relate to. So basically, if you're not in school, you might be like, why do I have to
the heck
learn the
up.
word math? If the goal is fluency, you have to remember them sooner or later. Get them down now. Trust me. Do not do what I did, where I was like, I don't need to learn the word business. And then I did. I did
Yeah,
need to know it.
yeah.
Better to learn them now when you have a pace of 14 words a week or something like that, than be like, I don't need to learn that one. And then you have an exam in like 3 months and you have to learn all of those words you didn't learn as well as your new ones.
Yeah, that's depressing.
Okay, have a go reading this.
Mika wa ni nensei desu. Mika no senko wa kagaku. Kagaku desu. And it says it on the bottom, so
Yeah.
I can cheat.
Mika is a second year student. His major is science.
His major is science. Oh god.
Okay, have a go at reading that.
It's when it's in different font, it like really
It
throws
is.
me off. Ohio? Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh. Gozaimasu. Watashi wa
Gozaimasu.
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 Gozaimasu. There's an angry clip of me going gozaimasu really like aggressively. Watashi wa something desu.
Watashi wa Noah. I don't know. I don't think I'm
Noah.
gonna use that
Well
word.
done, Volpe. You got it right. Ni 10 desu. I'm 20. Watashi wa hirikata.
Yeah, so hirakata.
As in the university. Daigaku no gakusei desu. I'm a student at that university.
At Hirakata University, yep.
Hirakata. Ima watashi wa ni. Oh shit! How do you say student? Nensei? Ni nensei desu.
Yep, perfect.
Watashi no senkyo wa rikishi desu. I don't know what that means.
Rikishi was history.
History. Dang it.
Cool. So I think you didn't translate this one either. So
apologies.
yeah.
I'm in my second year right now.
Yeah. And what about
Right
you?
I am studying history.
Yep, perfect. Cool. I believe
Oh lordy.
this is gonna have a listening kind of practice to go with it that just never got added. But otherwise it would be a type thing. I'm probably gonna add this to its own page as well. And that's all gonna, not all of it, because it's gonna take me absolute ages, but I'm gonna start working on that tonight because
Oh, bless you. It's 7 p.m. You don't need to work hard.
No, I've done nothing all day.
Okay.
I went for coffee with friends.
It's fine.
Need to.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. Yeah, you do need to work hard.
No, yeah,
And
work
I'm going
hard.
pumpkin picking tomorrow, so
Nice.
yeah, be cute.
And I'm literally working tonight as well, so you know.
Yeah, we'll both cry.
Yeah.
We can suffer together.
Yeah.
Okay. That is basically it then.
Yay! Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Thank you for getting through so much today. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and enjoy your 3 lessons worth of homework. Oh, I was
Absolutely
losing
not,
it.
but I appreciate you saying it.
Suturi Mono. Yes.
Are you
Sorry,
replying
just
to chat?
reading the
That's okay,
yeah.
you're fine.
I'm like, wait, I can't type do this. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
Cool. Enjoy.
Thank you so much.
Just go through again, try and learn the hiragana, try and learn all of the words. Don't be lazy and not do some.
I know, I need to really try. They're getting hot and heavy now.
Cool. And yeah, I will probably see you next week unless one of us is sorry for any
Unless life happens with one of us.
yeah. It seems to be every week though. It's like
No, we're
running
doing
late.
it. We've got this. And people can wait. Nice
Yeah.
to see you,
You
kind
can
of.
wait 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool. I'll see you next time.
See you next time. Bye
Bye.
bye.
Sayonara. Come on, how do I? There we go. I did leave the meeting. I'm gonna go to. Oh yes, and we exit. No,